Need to update Yuri. Yuri, Vulture and Electro are down. 4 to go.
I saw. Also noticed a rooftop in Times Square exploded. Wouldn't happen to be related, would it?
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power plants. Scorpion's going after water treatment. Not sure about Rhino yet. Something along the shoreline.
That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah. City's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back. I'll update you when I make progress.
Sounds like a plan.
Looks like those mercenaries kidnapped a Roxxon exec and strapped an explosive vest on him. If they see you, they kill him. Tick-tock.
Roxxon? Are you serious? You are alluding to something that, well, is a major spoiler for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Anyway, it looks like Taskmaster has us doing another stealth challenge. And this one's going to be pretty tough because some of them have searchlights to these mercenaries. So yeah. And for whatever reason, these guys really did a number on me. Seriously. So you don't want to go after them that quickly, if you know what I mean. Also, yes, I have equipped now the negative suit. Unfortunately, I don't like how it looks on Spidey. Seriously, not one of my favorite suits in the game. But I will be wearing it for this episode only, before going back to, I think, the Stark suit, for better or worse, for all the problems it does cause. So yeah. Unfortunately, I've also noticed there you are given a small amount of time to escape. Not enough time, in my opinion, because, I mean, 5 seconds. I myself do not have the time to actually escape from such a thing, but there you go. So yeah, another thing of note, we can use our trap mines and everything else here to trap these guys, so yeah. Also, you are given 3 different rewards, I guess, when it comes to these mercenaries, so yeah. Gold, silver, and bronze, I guess, akin to, well, the Olympics. But, yeah. Also, I do not want to leave the vicinity of this area, though I don't want to be seen by these guys, so it's not easy. So I'm going to have to go among the crowd here, much as they think Spidey is, well, you know, stands out like a sore thumb among them. Seriously. It's not like with Miles Morales and his camouflage ability, as seen in both, of course, Spider-Verse and more recently Spider-Man Miles Morales again. So, oh dear, don't you dare spot me, buddy. Uh-oh, and I'm out of time. Okay, I was only given like 1 second there. How am I supposed to escape in that amount of time? Seriously. Okay then, we're back, and anything different? Well, I've taken out a few more of the mercenaries here, so that's something. Being on the ground isn't easy, seriously, because of the amount of these guys around the corners, so yeah. And using the impact webs, I don't always think it's a good idea, especially since my experience with Miles Morales is, well, completely different from this, and that does have stealth missions like this, but yeah. Also, I am not using my web takedowns, which is seriously stupid. So I got, I guess, bronze here. So I am absolutely crap. So yeah, I think you have to get a certain score before you encounter Taskmaster. And yes, he will fight you in game. So yeah, that was my major thing with this game. Anyway, it is now time to investigate Scorpion and his, dare I say, poisoning of the water supply. And this, in my humble opinion, is easily the most tripped out part of Spider-Man on the PS4 and PS5. Yeah, seriously, because where we go to is pretty insane. not as insane as some of the stuff we see in Into the Spider-Verse, of course, or dare I say, even in something like live action. We did kind of get that with Spider-Man Far From Home because of Mysterio. Sort of. Mysterio wasn't actually using illusions or anything like that. That was revealed in the thing. It was actually another Stark employee. Seriously, leaning too much on Iron Man. I do love... seriously, I'm going on about that. I'm sorry I'm going on about Iron Man, but I do love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, but they were leaning way too much in those Spider-Man films. In the MCU Spider-Man films, that is, into Stark, seriously. Even though I did actually like Michael Keaton as the Vulture, as Adrian Toomes, seriously. After all, he wasn't playing a complete... Well, I guess he was the elderly man, but certainly doesn't look like he does here, or how he did in the 1993 cartoon series, but there you go. And yes, I am facing these escaped prisoners. In fact, I'll leave this in because I've seen a new type of prisoner here. These whip lash sort of guys. And I am not doing well against them either. Seriously, their reach is very, very good. Seriously, it's really good. They can easily attack Spidey from, like, I don't know, a good few meters? Seriously. I lost to them, and now it'll take me some time to even do that. I like how I end up near the docks there, seriously. Anyway, that being said, let's go over the water, and let's see, is there a crime here? Well, I don't know, because I lost to those thugs, and looks like we have another stealth challenge, which I do not want to do. After doing one, yeah, I do not have the balls to do another. Seriously, I don't. So instead, there's another crime over there. If there isn't anything interesting, I'm just going to skip ahead to the mission. Okay, no, it's the same one. Well, and I fucked up that thing royally, seriously. And are there... Okay, I didn't notice the... okay, there are Sable agents here. Are there any prisoners here, or is it just the Sable agents this time? If it is, then we've kind of dealt with them before, seriously. Just throw the cannons at them. No big deal.
There's the reservoir. No sign of Scorpion. Better take a closer look. Now, if I was a mercenary dressed like a Scorpion, where would I be? Behind you!
Me, I'd end it now. But Octavius is paying, and he wants to torture you, which I respect.
Damn it! What did he inject me with? Whoa! What the... Is that a sea of poison? Can't be. This can't be real. Must be the poison. But I can't take any chances. Gotta get to higher ground and analyze whatever he injected me with.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is probably one of the most tripped out shit things I have seen on the PS4, seriously. And it's not like Insomniac. I've already gone over Marvel doing this, but Insomniac have done this before with Ratchet and Clank. Oh, well, not Insomniac, actually, no. I'm thinking of Size Matters, aren't I? Okay, maybe it doesn't have Captain Quark chasing you with a chainsaw. But anyway, time to do a bit of analysis, apparently. And we can do it on the rooftop, apparently. And that means war matching as well. Yeah, you know how annoying this sort of puzzle is. And now we have multiple different ones to choose from. So let's see. So we get a red line there. So I'm going to guess for the third one, because that isn't going to fit otherwise. Nope, that's 4 red lines. So I probably want to use one that blanks out the middle line. So that one's not it. So I would say the third of the 3 samples. I don't know, even though... oh, maybe that one. Do we have the... Although, no, that wouldn't fit with that, would it? Because, no, it would be the first one. Would be the first one, definitely. On the top. So that we have 5 of them, as I say. So, why don't Seriously, I didn't move it over to the right. I really am a well, no, I was doing this blind, so yeah, no. So why don't we place first one to the left? There we go, and then place the third one also on the left. Seriously, am I that stupid? Placing them either side will not change a damn thing. Seriously, it will not. No, what the hell am I doing here? That doesn't do a thing. So yeah. But I guess it looked cool. It doesn't look cool. Seriously, it does not. Well, at least that one seriously, that one matches! Although, now I've got rid. And I don't want to get rid. So there we go. There we don't go, because that's the wrong one. So I want the third one. Yes, that has been proven. So then move number 2 to the right. The one with 4 of those bars. Then we want to black out 2 of those bars. So let's see. Okay, that blanks out 1, and that will blank out the third one. Yep, there we go. We have a pattern. And what the hell is Spidey being injected with? Probably poison, but...
Neurotoxin. My brain will create nightmares that my body thinks are real. I have to create the antidote fast. First,
okay, can we get an antidote to this shit then? Because that's the main question. And that means more swinging. And if Spidey touches the poison, he takes damage quite quickly, in fact. He doesn't immediately die, but he does take damage. So yeah, so we don't want to do that. So keep on swinging there, Spidey. As if your life depends on it, because it definitely does. Again, launching does help. And the more, I guess, anchors we have with Spidey, the better. Okay, so is this a lab? Seems almost convenient, doesn't it? So, yeah, and oh dear, we are not doing well. Spidey is stumbling. Has he succumbed to the poison? Well, let's see. Okay, we're inside the greenhouse? Why are we inside the greenhouse? And is there any way we can fix this? Seriously. Okay, this looks familiar. And this doesn't look familiar. Because we are about to encounter...
You can get through this.
Doc, you sound...
Like I did before the neural interface affected my mind. My obsessions were always there, but the interface allowed me to fully embrace them.
I have to fix this. Fix you! Somehow!
Ah, Peter. Always trying to shoulder the responsibility, even when there's no hope. I can't tell you how many times unfettered optimism has kept me going when things look bleak. I'll miss being with you. I really will.
I can help you. It's the neural web. It's affecting your mind.
You mean the neural web you helped create? The hard truth is, you did this to me. Without your help, I would have never done any of those terrible things.
I should have seen what was happening to you. Never left you alone with those arms.
Good luck. I wish I could offer you more help. Stay strong, Peter.
There's the Eclipta Alba. But I need an antitoxin to mix a permanent antidote. One of Harry's research stations was developing a synthetic atropine. Gotta get there fast.
Actually, that might actually be scarier than Ratchet and Clank's size matters. Anyway, now we have even more to contend with, because what will happen now is that Scorpion's tail will start coming out of the poison water and trying to sting Spider-Man and knock him into the poison, well, sea, I guess. It's too big to be a river. Reminds me too much of, well, maybe a bit of the thing. You can easily dodge using the, how I say, the circle button, so at least that's something. And, yeah, getting through here can be annoying as well. Seriously, after all, we know this is fake, but the effect of what happened with Dr. Octavius is really affecting Peter here. Anyway, we've found the research station, and once again we are suffering really badly. As soon as we are trying to reach that plant, yeah, we are suffering really badly. Okay, so now the plant's gone! Seriously. And where will this take us? Back to the lab again? No, I'm not even going to say that. Let's open the thing and... oh dear. Have we emerged in Crisis City or something?
Just as you were too late to help me. This isn't you, Doc.
And now we're having to chase down Dr. Octavius once again. Seriously. And this one's even harder than the last one. I actually left most of the dialogue before. But yeah, I will give this to both Yuri Lowenthal and William Salyers. They really do sell this well. And to think this is the first time I saw him in this game. I still think this is his best role, although he does also play Tyrannus-K Yoshida in Persona 5, but yeah. That being said, now we have to do a bit of platforming over these things. Again, this is automatic with Spidey. So yeah, and we are still chasing Otto, and I don't know what I was thinking. And yeah, that's what happens when you die here. You fade into literal obscurity. Seriously, as if this was the Matrix or something. Though if this was the Matrix, wouldn't you, I don't know. But, yeah. So, can I aim? And aim isn't great here. Even with the wall climbing, which is easily some of the best things in the game, in my opinion. But, yeah. Okay, so there's Octavius, and I didn't even try zipping to point there! Seriously, I really am an idiot. Seriously, I didn't zip to point there. That is definitely necessary. But, yeah. Let's make our way over there. There's even a giant... I don't know what that is. That looks like a giant claw. Seriously. And this reminds me way too much... If anything, this probably is Crisis City done well. Were it not for Sonic Generations, I'd say this is Crisis City done right. Even if this is just an illusion in Peter's head. So, where can we aim? Because we need to aim somewhere, because that is where Octavius's Navi ball went. Yes, I'm going there. So, yeah, where's he going? And these things are crumbling. In fact, that isn't a dragon at all. That is one of, well, Doc Ock's claws. Yeah, I should have known it was one of Doc Ock's claws, seriously. But, yeah, this requires us to make use of Spidey's zip to point. Don't aim, you die, basically. So, yeah. And what's down here? Well, more shit, and now we're hanging by a literal thread. So, can we head down? Either that or hang, downwards. I don't want to land wrongly here. So yeah, and there's our antidote. Will weirdness... yeah, it will. We will fall through the thing. And we are falling even further now down to the ground. Seriously. And where will this take us? Well, we will see in a moment, because we do have a boss battle coming up. Seriously. You know what, this, for a loading screen, I actually like. Yeah, seriously, that whole thing was a loading screen. I think it's quite obvious it's a loading screen, but it's a pretty good one. It doesn't try to, it actually tries to be thrilling and everything. And now, not only do we have to deal with Scorpion's tail, we have to deal with Doc Ock's claws as well. We saw that in the Opie shoot of thingy, so yeah. So yeah, I don't know if we'll see fight Doc Ock, but we will definitely fight Scorpion here. So yeah. And now we have multiple lots of his tail as well. Yeah. As well as I say, Doc Ock's claws. So yeah, this is annoying as hell. And it looks like I paused the game. Well, understandably, this is some weird shit here. This is some weird shit. Even for Spidey, which, of course, did have the Madam Web arc as well. Yes, I remember that. That was the whole, I think, thing that brought in the, there is a Sinister Six in the 1993 series. And why is it getting hot in here? Is that the effects of the poison? Or is it just really, really humid in here? Oh dear! Yeah. Okay, now things are really going to hell. What's going on now? Hey, listen. Well, I guess we'll have to follow, I guess, Octavius. Yeah, and zipping to pointing easy here, seriously. And this is where we face the boss. Namely Scorpion himself. And what he will do is try jumping between different platforms, shooting his poison at you. So yeah. I don't know if impact webs will... Actually, they do stun him. So yeah, allowing you to attack him. So yeah, beware. I don't know if the giant claws, Doc Ock's giant claws come in yet, but there we go. So yeah, he will go off to one side, and eventually we can home in on him by pressing the triangle button. And then it's more Navi chasing. Yep, we're doing this. Seriously. I would just wonder what it would be like to hear Doc Ock go, oh, never mind, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. So, what now? Well, now we have multiple Scorpions. Yeah, the poison really is doing a number on us. But yeah, now we have to fight them all down. So let's use our webs, and this ain't going to be easy at all with so many poison coming up. Again, if you leveled up, you probably would have leveled up Spidey to at least have him do his counter web shot while he's dodging. The real Scorpion will have that, dare I say, triangle prompt, so you can press the triangle button and you can get him easily. So yeah. Because what happens with the clones, as you saw there, is that they disappear as soon as you hit them. The real Scorpion is always on his guard, it seems. Quite rightly so, it seems, because, yeah. But, okay, that was a clone. That was most definitely a clone. This is one of the more interesting fights in the game, if you ask me, because it does force you to think on your feet a bit. Even on something like friendly mode, which I think is the easiest mode in Spider-Man, seriously. Okay, so, which I will switch it to, actually, in one of the DLC things, because there is one villain that I hate above all, and it is one that I think is only in this game. But now what? Now we've fought off Scorpion, it seems the antidote is made available to us. Well, let's hurry and get it this time.
I think I did it. Where'd my suit go? I think I took decontamination a little too far. I'd better put some clothes on. Much better. Let's just go ahead and forget that ever happened.